This morning I'm heading off to a sewing machine workshop. I've had my sewing machine for about 2 years maybe, and it's had a very nice time sitting in my cupboard. My nan is a seamstress, and she growing up did teach me a lot about sewing machines, and I with her made things, and I threaded things, and I used the pedal, and I rolled things. So I'm not completely new to them, but I don't really feel comfortable using my one. This workshop is literally just up the road from me, and I've discovered that I do well going to things like workshops and groups, and even though it makes me really nervous, and I a few years ago never would have dreamed I would go to something like this voluntarily, I'd actually learn really well like that in groups. I might not be able to film much there. I'll try and film a sneaky bit on my phone maybe. I had a high protein bagel for breakfast just with some butter. You ready to be impressed, Tucker, at what Mummy made?
Oh wow.
These were on offer in Tesco. This one with some lemonade tastes just like rhubarb and custard sweeties. Vegan magnums, these are my favourite ones, the almond ones. I bought some bars of chocolate because today I'm going to try and make the sweet potato chocolate brownies. I've seen a video on Instagram and I'm intrigued. This has been my go-to hairstyle lately. It's like bird nest chic. This is what I've been having for lunch quite a lot lately. Half a pouch of this super seeds quinoa and chia. I'm going to cover that in some lemon juice. I'm going to mix in some nutritional yeast, and I'm going to mix in some flaxseed, sunflower and pumpkin seeds, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then these curry flavored tempeh pieces. These are like my favorite thing lately. I love them so much. I have them as a quick little snack if I want to eat like 4 of them if I'm peckish, and they're so easy to work into a meal or have as a side with a meal, and they're full of protein, and the flavour is so good. The curry flavour is amazing. I often find like tofu and things can be under flavoured. I want them to like go a bit harder and make it even more intense with flavour, and these are just so nice. I got these in Sainsbury's. I haven't seen them anywhere else. I haven't seen them anywhere else, but I'm sure you can get them other places. I just don't know where. You can get them on the vegankind.com. I saw that. Yeah, very nice. That brand also does, let me just find it, these sweet and smoky vegan barbecue ribs made with tempeh. They are kind of like ribs and also are nothing like ribs. I'm vegan for the animals. I don't want to eat meat anymore. Like, I'm good with it. But the one thing I would be excited to try is something that really tastes like ribs, because they were my favourite meat. I don't not eat meat because I don't like the taste of it. Meat was my favourite of the food groups. So I was really excited to try these, and I can't say they are like eating ribs. They're not. But at the same time, it did satisfy that thing within me that likes ribs. So they're never going to be like 100% the same because it's not ribs. It's beans, special beans, fancy beans. But speaking of special fancy beans, hello. I know it doesn't look like the most appealing thing ever. I poured myself a Parma Violet gin. It's so tasty. So I'm just getting ready to make dinner. I was going to pop to Iceland and get some of their chicken strips, which, by the way, I think Iceland have the best vegan chicken strips available in the UK at the minute. I've tried quite a few. I haven't tried all of them necessarily, but I can't think of a brand I haven't tried, but I really love Iceland's ones. I overcook them a little bit and make them all nice and crispy on the outside. I was gonna buy some of them to make wraps with, but by the time we got back from walking to Tesco with all our heavy bags, we just couldn't be bothered. Instead, I have some corn chicken nuggets that I've had in the freezer for ages, so it'll be like a breaded chicken wrap. I have some homemade peri peri sauce that I made using the Avant-Garde Vegans recipe. Then I'm gonna put some salady bits and spinach and things in with that, and some veganaise. If we need a little extra side, the 2 wraps will probably be filling enough. If we need a little extra side, I could do some roast veg or something like that. It's getting really hot. It's been quite warm out today, and now I've got, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I've got sweet potatoes in the oven for these sweet potato brownies. The chocolate that I'm gonna mix in with the sweet potato for the brownies is this Tesco Freeform Rich Brownie Slab. I thought maybe it will give it some extra browniness. And the Nomo just regular plain chocolate bar. These are really good, by the way, they're new. These ones are my favourite ones. These are the Fruit and Crunch chocolate bar. I love any chocolate with like crunchy bits in. I didn't buy the almonds to go in the brownies. My sweet potatoes are nearly done. I've got hazelnuts. Alex is going on a noble quest to try and find us some almonds.
How much do you need?
I don't know. I'm following a video on Instagram and it didn't say an amount. I was just gonna mix it in until it seemed like the right consistency.
Jesus Christ.
Culprits of the disaster. So, Vitaly explained he never wanted to cause.
I put in some vanilla bean paste and hot chocolate powder and some sea salt. This is me from the future reviewing my sweet potato brownies. They were super delicious and gooey and lovely, and adding that extra layer of chocolate on top was definitely the right decision. It gave it a really nice crunch, but I definitely used too much sweet potato in the mixture, and so it just kind of diluted the chocolate and it wasn't as chocolatey as it could have been. It was still tasty, but I'm going to make them again, and I think the next time they will be much better. And I personally couldn't taste the sweet potato. I gave one to my friend, and she has a fantastic sense of taste and smell. So I feel like it was an unfair test. Like, she knew that it was some kind of vegetable.
It's got a vegetable in it. Is it avocado?
No.
It's a sweet potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just nice. It's just weird.
Yeah, is it?
Because it almost is like I'm eating a vegetable.
I can't taste it.
I taste vegetable.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You got a good vegetable detection palate. I put too much sweet potato, not enough chocolate and almonds, so that's why they're quite soggy.
I don't mind it.
But I really like them. I've been eating loads.
Oh, good.
So now I'm going to get on with dinner. That's my lip balm. You like the smell of my lip balm? You want some lip balm? Lip balm?